It is Saturday, July 18th, 2026, and it is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just moved the rams and the puppies. It was actually a fairly easy move. Once the rams started moving, the puppies came with them. The puppies stay really close to the rams. I've seen them cuddling up with them and go out walking between their legs, and the rams don't seem to mind them at all. So apparently the puppies are totally adapted to ram culture. You can see there's a little thicket of, I think that's honey locust, and there's a dog in there in that little thicket. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. There's a dog in there, and there's a ram crawling around. They're gonna strip the leaves off of those bushes as far as they can reach. They really like the honey locust for some reason, but the honey locust seems to do just fine with rotational grazing. And I was thinking that maybe the honey locust will be kind of the ideal shade tree, just because of its resilience. And I know those thorns aren't fun to drive over with your side-by-side or whatever, but they'll probably help the trees survive the animals rubbing against them and doing all sorts of things the animals like to do. If I could get a bunch of oak trees to survive in the pasture, I'd probably use them. I'm not really sure how to plant and grow oak trees though. I'm thinking the acorns would be good for pigs to graze on. So if I had a bunch of acorn trees out in the pasture, I can move the pigs from tree to tree, get some rotations there or something like that. I don't think the other animals would eat the acorns. The honey locusts do have a bean pod that they drop, and my understanding is that one of the universities in the area actually bred a honey locust tree that drops a bean pod that's actually very sweet, and there's a lot of them, and so it provides a good forage in the autumn for the cows. But I don't think these ones are that variety at all. These are just wild ones that, I didn't plant them or anything, they just grew. So the one bad part about this pasture is in the middle there. Let me see if I can point to it. Let me zoom out so you can see better. So in the middle here, this part here, that is a bunch of horse nettle. Bunch of grass, bunch of horse nettle. I assume that they might nibble at the horse nettle. They probably won't eat enough to get poisoned by it, but they're gonna eat mostly the grass and the leaves that they can get access to. So, oh, there's another honey locust tree just outside the fence there. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of the story here. One of the things I'm doing a little different is I've always wanted to keep a plan about how I move my animals, when I move them and stuff, and keep it written down so I can refer back to it. I haven't been really good about that, but I'm trying a spreadsheet where every day I have kind of the plan of the day, and then I write down what I actually did. So I keep a little farm journal. And so today I'm going to write down that I moved the rams and the puppies. And if I get consistent with that, then I might even write down exactly where they were. But my thinking is that, keeping a farm journal is just a good idea. Keeping a journal in general is a good idea. The difference between a journal and a diary is a journal is you expect other people to read it. The diary is just for yourself. So, but just recording your thoughts, recording what you're doing, and then referring back to that can be helpful. So I often refer back to old videos, and I'm often looking at what causes what. Right now, I'm wondering if the protein blocks are actually killing my sheep. Since I started putting protein blocks out for the sheep, I've lost about 4 or 5. So I was thinking of putting minerals out instead of the sheep blocks. I don't think the minerals cause problems. They tend to eat a bunch of the minerals and they don't eat it. So I think there's something they're looking for in there. Maybe it's just the salt. So I'm going to put some minerals out for my sheep today. I was hoping to move them, but I probably won't be able to get to it. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.